everyone, it's Charlene here at Tranquil Tuesdays, and today, well, first of all, we have some new digs here in the virtual tea room, so welcome. And today we're gonna work on green tea. It was recently Qingmingjie, which is Qing Sweeping Day in China, April 4th, which is traditionally the mark of the beginning of the spring green tea harvest. So I thought it would be great to do a spring green tea today. So I wanted to focus on green teas, not only because it's spring, but because I think green teas are somewhere that just like 2 key tips can like vastly improve your green tea drinking experience. I feel like if you are on the fence about green tea and you don't really understand why everyone likes it so much, chances are you've never had a properly brewed cup of green tea. But today you're going to learn how to do it. So the 2 main things I want you to think about are temperature and time. Okay, so we're going to heat up all our implements like we always do. So I got my decanter chahai. Today I'm using a little porcelain teapot because this one Chinese scholar, Jeremy Barmay, told me once that there is an ancient Chinese poem about how you should never brew green tea in a gaiwan. So even though we just learned all about brewing in a gaiwan, ever since then I always think twice about brewing green tea in a gaiwan. Okay, so we're heating up the cup in there. Now, this teapot holds about 150 milliliters of water, and I'm gonna do this by eye, but I measured it earlier. It's about 1.5 teaspoons of green tea. And the green tea I'm using is a Maojian green tea, which is a tea that was part of the original Tranquil Tuesdays collection. And I really like this green tea because it's very nutty and clean. And all right, so I guess I'm gonna rinse first. So we're gonna rinse. Like I said, rinsing is about kind of warming up your tea, priming it to open up, expand, and release their flavors. Okay. Move this over here. Okay, I'm gonna move it over here to make my life easier. All right, so this is the rinse. So, like I said, the first thing you want to think about with green tea is temperature. Water temperature. So for green tea, you want a lot less than boiling water. Ideally, you want something in the 75 degrees Celsius, 170 degrees Fahrenheit range. Now I know it's hard to be very precise without a thermometer, and that's just not a very relaxed way to make tea. So one easy tip is you can boil water, and you can put the water in your decanter or any other cup and just let it sit for a little while and let it release some heat. The reason why your water temperature is so important for green tea is very delicate and it's easy to burn. So if you use boiling hot water, you're basically burning your tea, and that might be why you have not been enjoying your green tea if you've been drinking burnt tea. All right, so this, I already had lower temperature water. I got a new kettle, and the kettle has temperature settings, which is very exciting. Okay. So I said water temperature is a big one. All right. And the other big thing with green tea that I want you to think about is steeping time. So you don't want to oversteep your tea. You really want to have an optimal amount of time that you can let the tea release all its flavors, but not oversteep it so it starts getting astringent. And I think the reason why a lot of people don't like green tea is they are frequently drinking burnt, oversteeped tea, which tastes really astringent. But it should taste very soft and green. I know it seems weird to use the adjective green as a tasting note, but it should just taste very soft and springy. Okay, so here is the color. Again, I do not have my white piece of paper. I'm sorry, Betty. Third time is not a charm. I think it's gonna be fourth time. So now let's try this. Yeah, so that's great. It's soft. I can taste the flavors, but it's not over steeped and it's not burned. You can see. Sometimes you want to leave the lid off in between steepings also, so it doesn't get too hot inside your vessel. The key is you really want to treat your green tea like very gently. So it's like soft, not hot water, not too long. You just want to treat it very gently so you can have a very nice gentle brew. And Chinese green tea and Japanese green tea have some key differences in how they're made and just some of the flavor notes. And I actually did a radio segment with KCRW Good Food a couple years ago, and I'm gonna put the link in the description of the video below, so you can listen to that where I talk at length with the host Evan Kleinman about the differences of Japanese and Chinese green teas. And then, like all other nice pure green teas, or all teas, you can enjoy this over multiple steepings. So I'm going to do another steeping. You can try the difference. So there we go. I'm gonna cool down a little bit. I mean, it's already not that hot, so I think it's okay. Go back to drinking this green tea. Yeah, so again, key principles are temperature and time. You want lower temperature, around 170 degrees Celsius, or sorry, 170 degrees Fahrenheit. And you don't want it to be that long. You don't want to steep it that long. I mean, I think you see I'm steeping them all less than a minute, probably between 30 seconds and a minute. Okay, I'm gonna put this out so we can go to the next steeping. I would say the nice thing about green tea is you do have to be a little extra mindful when you make it, which actually provides a more tranquil experience overall. Okay. Nice. Okay, so I think you have all the principles you need to make a really good cup of green tea. I want you to try using lower temperature and shorter times and tell me how it changes your experience with green tea. I'll see you again next week. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week for our topic, so if you have any things you're interested in, please leave a comment and I'll work on making you a great video for next week. Thanks, bye.